Hey guys, Claudius here. I am presenting to you Lapis Mastery, a free-to-play guide on how to use your Lapis wisely. I will show you on which items should you be spending your Lapis on, especially as a free-to-player. What is Lapis? Lapis is an in-game Brave XPS currency that is primarily used for summoning to get better units, or make your units stronger faster, or even get strong equipment, and many other stuff. Lapis is also known as money grabber, especially if when you try to pull for a unit that you really want and you cannot get it, and then you started suddenly to spend your Lapis like there's no tomorrow, and things like that happen. You can read on XVS Wiki on the various sources where you can get your free Lapis. Like every day, if you complete daily quests, you can get 50 Lapis, and then also there's an additional 5 to 10 for certain daily quests. When you rank up, you can get a total of 15,000 Lapis. Like previously it was capped at rank 150, now it is capped at rank 200, so you can get a total of 20,000 Lapis. When you clear a dungeon, you can get 100 Lapis per dungeon. And as of Wandering Lands, you can get up to 27k Lapis. You can get more than that right now. Also doing Colosseums, clearing it once, participating in the arena. You can get 100 Lapis by accumulating relics once per week. Rate the game. There's a rookie quest that you can get a total of 800 Lapis. Also, you can get a total of 12,500 Lapis by getting the gold trophies. Invite friends. Daily login reward, it varies greatly. Last month, I believe I get 3,000 Lapis, 2,000 to 3,000 Lapis in January alone. Gumi has been really generous. And sometimes there's a crossover event, community event, where they can give you free Lapis as well. But the thing is, one thing you need to know is that it is easier to get free Lapis when you are still a rookie, when you played for the first time. You can rank up really easily and accumulate a lot of Lapis really easily. But as your rank gets higher and the games gets more difficult throughout the dungeon, you finish all the storyline, that is when you start to have problem collecting free Lapis anymore. Which is why you have to start saving your Lapis at the beginning of the game. You don't want to, you feels like you get your Lapis so easily, then start spending it thoughtlessly, because you get a lot of them, and then when you really need them, you don't have it. Now, let's go over the do's and don'ts of the various Lapis uses. So first up here we have the featured daily summon once per day for 250 Lapis. This is definitely worth it because it is the cheapest you can get to summon a unit with 250 Lapis. Definitely go get this, guys. If you have a 5-star unit that you want, if you have a 4-star unit that you want, if there's a King Mock event where you require bonus units, just do daily pulls for 250 Lapis. If you do not have a unit that you want on that bearer, don't pull. As simple as that. And up here we have 500 Lapis, so this is definitely not recommended. You shouldn't be pulling on units using the 500 Lapis because there is no additional benefits at all. Then now we have a 10+1 summon. 10+1 summons gives you a guaranteed guaranteed gold crystal, a 4-star unit. So I don't recommend using 5k pulls to chase after a 5-star unit, but if there is a 4-star unit that you really want and you cannot get them through a normal rare summon ticket or daily pulls, you definitely would be able to use some of your Lapis using a 5k Lapis. Just some of them, not all of them. Ideally just one pull, you should be able to get the gold star, the gold banner. And this one, fully refill energy, this is not recommended you should just be playing normally and let the energy refill if you're free to play. Don't be in a hurry to get stronger, just take it slow. You know, like especially if you are, you know, for a low rank player, let's say when you just started, you're rank 30, you're rank 40. If you have to use your lapis to refill the energy, you should be purchasing the bundle, because the current bundle, it gives you 120 energy for 100 lapis, which is a lot better if you are rank 120 and below. But if you're over 120 in rank, you shouldn't even be buying the bundle. So to fulfill refill Colosseum and Arena Orbs, for this one it's not recommended to refill it, because the whales, they are going to refill their lapis and you'll definitely not gonna be able to get to rank 1 or 2 without spending a huge chunk of lapis. So yeah, just play normally as a free-to players. Unlock additional Vortex of Desire. So right now there are 4 Vortex available, like to enhance your characters, enhance your abilities, experience and gills, 4 of them. And you are given 1 free unlock. You can unlock 1 of them for free, and that is what you should be using. Let's say you want to get both an enhancement, a character enhancement and ability enhancements. You should just unlock 1 of them first for today, and then on the next day you should unlock the other one, instead of spending 100 lapis for the additional Vortex of Desire unlocking. And this one here, swap up normal expeditions. You shouldn't be spending your lapis on this one. If you are free to play, just use the free daily swap that they are giving you. You know, like even if the reward is not great, just take it slow. You're not in a hurry. You couldn't be getting limit burst pot or HP pot all the time, right? Or trust mogul pot. Slot expansion. This is actually somewhat recommended. For number of units, right now Gumi is giving us a lot of various characters already. And as a free to play, I would recommend you to keep at least 1 of them, 1 copy of them. You'll never know how great they can be in the future, right? So you should keep 1 of them. And you'll also need a unit slot to keep a limit burst pot, HP pot, attack pot, those kind of stats pots. You need to keep 1 for trust moguls. You need to keep the slots for the Gigantuar or King Metal Cactuars. So just in case you manage to pull a really great 5-star unit, you'll be able to level up that unit to get the Trust Master reward for that unit immediately. So that's the use of the slots for the units one. And that's why you need a lot of them too. For friends, you're given 30 as a basic, and I do not think you need more friend unit. And even if you do, you should probably just use an expansion vouchers to get them, to unlock them. We started getting them this couple months already. For materials, abilities, items or equipments. For items, you do not need a lot of them. Even like right now, after more than a year of playing, I don't really need to expand my item slot, and I can still have some spare slots. Equipments, I need a lot of equipment slot because, you know, like as a free to play, again, you would want to keep all of the free equipments you get. So as you get new ones, you should probably just sell the 1-star or 2-star weapons, but keep the most recent ones, because you don't know when you will need them, no matter how useless they can be. Materials and abilities is the same. You will need the slot for them as well, therefore do not hesitate to expand the slot using Lapis if you do not have any more expand vouchers. Continuing in the game, let's say if you're game over, I don't recommend you to continue using 100 lapis at all, because like that is so not worth it. Might as well just restart, wait for the energy to fill up and then restart again. Let's say on an expedition, there's a 90 energy expeditions, and then you are a rank 120 player, right? For rank 120 player, if you use 100 lapis to refill your energy, you'll get 120 energy. It is probably gonna be better if you just restart the quest expeditions, then continuing that fight. That expeditions, I mean. Of course, there are gonna be some circumstances where it is okay to use your lapis to continue. You know, if you're really weak and then you're fighting a strong boss to get a strong weapon in the process, that is when you might want to use your lapis just for that one particular weapon. But for a raid, for a King Mok raid, for an expedition, for a story event, I do not think this is worth the 100 lapis. Continuing, I mean. Resetting Esper training, well, I think you should just do your research on how to build your Esper. You know, you can reset it once, and if you train your Esper correctly, you wouldn't be needing to reset your Esper points. So it's not recommended there. Magic Key, this is definitely not recommended at all. You should just wait for King Mok event and craft that Magic Key. And right now, you know, like as you play the game, you would get more Magic Keys that you can even use on. This is definitely the worst buy ever. The worst use of Lapis ever. And now, on to the various bundles. Currently there are 4 bundles that can be purchased using Lapis. So first up we have Blossom Sage Sakura Special, a 2500 Lapis bundle. This is the bundle that Gumi normally gives when there are 5-star units in a banner. And this banner gives you Rare Summon Ticket, King Metal Meteor to level up your recently pulled 5-star units, as well as the Awakening Materials to awaken the units to level 6 to 6 stars. And this is definitely not worth it at all. Rare Summon, you know, the cheapest we can get for a pull is 250 Lapis, so Rare Summon ticket worth around 250 to 300 Lapis. And then there's a King Metal Meteor as well as the Awakening Materials. They are worth your patience. You can get the, you know, the Mini-Tuar, Gigantuar, all of the Tuar, Cactuars that level up, that gives you experience through the King Mok event, which is about 1 or 2 King Mok events in a month. And then there's also a raid event which can easily give you the King Metal Mini-Tuar there. As for this Awakening Material to level 6, you know, like there's a King Mok event also twice a month, once or twice a month, that you can get the materials for cheap and free by just farming the King Mok event. So as a free-to-play, I recommend you to slowly level up your unit, 5-star units, and skip this bundle. Next we have a Smart Training Package. This is definitely not worth it. King Smart Pot, 50,000 gil, NRG Restore 10 times 12, which give you 120 energy. And the price of this bundle is 1000 Lapis. You can get King Smart Pot through Arena, and it only gives you 5 magic stats additional, very low, you wouldn't be needing soon. For the 50,000 gil, normally Gumi gives about 1 or 2 Guild Snipers Cave event in a month. I normally can get 1 or 2 million gills from those events. You should just wait until there's a Guild Snipers Cave event to get, if you're run out of money. Like right now I only have 1.2 9 million gil, so running out of it too. So I'm waiting for Gil Sniper's Cave that is supposed to be coming this week, if I'm correct. NRG restore for 120 energy. Well, if you can see here, I'm already ranked 148. I have a total of 164 energy. With a normal 100 lapis, I can refill 164 energy right away. So Gumi is trying to rip you all off with this bundle, guys. Beware. Here, same bundle of riches. You can buy this 50,000 gil with 100 lapis, so not worth it. With 100 lapis, I can get 164 energy if I were to refill them. And if I were to run a Gil Sniper's Cave, I can get a whole lot more than just 50,000 gil. Probably 500,000 if I'm lucky enough. We have bundle of replenishment for that gives you 120 energy for 100 lapis. Also not worth it. Depending on your rank, if your rank high enough, you can get more energy by refilling with 100 lapis normally than using this bundle. But if you're still a newer player, let's say rank 20, you can get a whole lot more of energy. You can probably stock up on this just if you need them, just in case. But you should try to save as much lapis as possible for the upcoming step up banners. And this here is my recommended Lapis Uses summary. So definitely you can spend your lapis on daily summon. This is a gacha game and all about summoning. You will need a really strong unit, you will need more units, so definitely you need to summon. And this is the cheapest you can get so far. And slot expansion, this will prepare you once you manage to pull a really strong unit. So you need to have a lot of unit slot to keep your Metal Gigantoire, Limit Burst Pod, Trust Muggles, and units. You need materials to craft weapons, you need abilities to make your unit stronger, you need equipment to make your unit to be strong as well. So it's about 100 lapis per 5 slot expansion. And then there was a 5-star guaranteed summon for 5k lapis, and that's definitely worth it. Because what you really want is actually a 5-star unit in this game, because they are really strong, most of them anyway. In JP there was a 5k guaranteed summon for a certain category, healer, tank. We don't have that yet in global, but I think they should be coming. And in JP there's also a step up summons. So this is the part where the more you spend your lapis, the higher the chance you are able to get a 5-star of a particular unit. I mean, I don't play JP, but that's what I gather anyway. But there is a really good mechanism, and it was up to 25k from what I gather. And for bundles, you should definitely buy any bundles that gives ticket at around a price of 250 lapis, because that's the price of daily summon. But even if they give you a price of 300 lapis, I think it is still worth it, because for daily summon you need to pull only on that banner, but for ticket bundles you can pull on any banner on any days that you want, anytime. And there's also 10+1 summon tickets if there's ever any bundle of that. I think the worthy price would be around 2500 lapis, because like first you cannot select any particular banner, and then I just times like 250 times 10 to give it a total price that I think is worth to be purchased on. Yeah guys, so basically what you need to do is you have to keep your lapis, gather your lapis until you have at least 25,000 lapis to prepare yourself for step up summons. Good luck guys, thank you for watching. I hope this can give you an idea on what you should be saving or pulling or spending your Lapis on. Bye bye.